Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
Baraka bake ngala albe mbala nga diamu manika counter diamu manta jamfala mbe molbe kontona folo mbe Brufut alkalo kontona ana na nyulu delegationol na nyulu aning Brufut ward councilor aning director of planning and development Brikama area council aning Mr. Ibrahim Jata membe Maberin Casa Gambia Tuyala. Of course, Kibar General Fanang, Bifana Kontona, ila Mabio. So, Ninkacha, Nimbeoni Manta Jamfola, Diamobi Kalabanta. Bejane Purka MOU sign. Membe Tarla Brikama area council tema, and in Casa Gambia, Kajeko Marshal Lo Nyaning, Sita Silola. Mbeya kalamta ko sanji fula komando nale kacal soto marché wala kola amanna kenu seru nga taget nyamen komi disamba karo fanata dung maj karo kono bara be alhamdulillah ngamem fonu ko wolen ko marché o kumayata Brufut marché o membe Brufut amantara in good shape mo fonta fala ko marché o ande niaje west coast kono Brufut musate baji Brufut lo dula west coast la tamandirado akumata bage ayatina akrena na suloti ane nanyo la kumbo lolum kumbo ngamoy kanto ala kanslo aka kumbo frende ja hanembe so hono njita asin kol aven text la Ibrahima bu funkole bari alodula fana aw fana fa wato wade sa nyinenga ko do muntu malenga alba jola bar ko do naman si abugake so bi mbewo bengol to ka MOU sign nimbota jen sira nga cegodi banda diamo to bebe kelawol do alkal babe diamo na nimfinde da banda ani moko dol so wokan si diamo danja si flo murundi sawane kan fo diamo la dol mentra ko wol si diamo sina finti banda ala baraka
woni nyata ko mba jaxasila da bande ko tawni angale ko ko eyo ko science la director of planning and development aja Adama Boja akona si kumande
na CEO anen do kula kote mol mino bija bi longo de akumayata bake nte ba datela CEO ya dandi dal katu nin chairman bijan nte manyan na fem folano nto la lo dulamu nin do ko bina kela nto nin Brufutun kol tema anin Casa Gambia bari chairman tija nse commanding fay je ka nyo hakili bulandole katu kacha jamale keta ngalo ne be jikil tata fon jikila tete bara ninga niol be keta kilinti akole ata nyaonya lafta minna ala kana timmandile bimbe wolungoto ntela diamo ate jamfala wala bita ward councilor ya anin Casa Gambia katu jama ntol la sarto me minti ntol nim VDC la ka doku ke anin WDC na interventional kata wolt bada kabiri nyune safero ke ngaje ko ni association o akumayata bake association bambandi wala ila hamo minti ka je ko Brufut sate ay yurwa anin Gambia sate tomat katu ngawole long ila long kango minti ni ama community action support association Casa ngaji ko imam VDC to koma imam di ward development to koma because man la fi minna wolem ward development committee e taraten VDC e taraten Casa Gambia ay ta on parallel lines wolem itol beteng ñun do beteng imam ñoma o manken to langani yote andu ngaji ki Mr. Jata albe consultation o kabring feasibility study ale ya dati dami fo bimbe tembo minto fo janding ale ya ke alma ale mbe ma bende ni fo Marcelo akum fadula ngaji ki ko albe consultation o ke kan with VDC Brufut VDC and the World Development Committee at large ngalo nen de alte woltula koma katu ilonko akumayata bake because ni aje ntol hanyita nali ye kudum Casa Gambia nga la kibaro mele alnata a manifest ntol ye ko atolbe lori yuruwa damale wala na man hakili fula soto ndo ngaji ki kodo asiata doyata alnata pour ka area council le makoy kato nyi mundo la mandate leti ka je ko molla sula fengol be dame surtout marché silol ku kotengol area council nyanta kela bare ha iko dongo diata kuto e bare tetala andum bi dunia be moma nyana sila ka fo man sele ba be kela kato ndol be mo man sadingolete momo se min keno man saye taraje anu na local government act 2002 wol bebe saferenje niaje wol yes sembo di communities nyolla sate mol kaje ko sanye sembo nyanta murunal kan do ko nyanta murla atol kan bare o matinna era consulta la lodula tala ngajiki Casa Gambia VDC WDC alni area council be continue la ka do ko ke anon kodo na dita ko sutiyo ya fo nyami mbe sata nomaro kela ngaje ko min safeta buko kono o fabe ke kan a nyamale ba andu ngajiki abe kela a nyama woto ntela kumo ate jamfala wolem kal tentu kal jay ngalo ne ko nyi emoyu kayto nyin akital alla ndu ngalo ne Mr. Jata ay sartol be min bije albe bota kalama katu Marcelo ta dawda mu area council leta alnata kan tolle makoy oto mba falali ala baraka ali akata bake sila kumo to ma se fono banta ala baraka
moni ya da rek baraka ba sai si kumo ron ni Casa Gambia la kia pasuna pana si kumo to ma ni mo da kumo bebe ba jama do ko lawo.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to this very important event. Of course, I did want to thank our partners, the Brikama Area Council. Mr. Jonga has been very cordial. He's been like an amazing partner from start to date. Of course, the chairman is not here, but we have Madam Adam Bojang here. They've all been very helpful from the day we stepped our foot to their door. Of course, our partners in the community, the VDC has been amazingly helping in the entire process. VDC chairman, thank you. The Alcalo has been very instrumental. Of course, the Bulunda as well, because I remember the first time we came here, both of them accompanied us here. Of course, the women careful at the market. They've been very well. Most of the noise have been done by them. They've been making so much noise even before we intervene. But I'm going to just say like a brief story of what actually initiated all this thing. Of course, before I go, the councillor has been great as well. Suleiman, thank you for your persistence. My colleagues from Casa Gambia, you've been supporting the entire process. We had fights, we had arguments, but then today is the day we can all rejoice. Thank you all for the trouble. Actually, this initiative came, I think, 2 years ago, or over 2 years ago, when there was a like a demonstration by some youths. Was it Occupy Brikama Area Council? That was what initiated this market project. After the whole thing happened, there was a video circulating on social media about the facility, the Brufut market facility, how dilapidated it was, and the terrible condition it was. So this particular group in America, they're called Friends of Brufut in Seattle, actually picked the video and reached out to stakeholders in Brufut and said, well, this is what is happening in our community, and the market is not fit for purpose. So that being the case, we want your intervention. That's when Casa Gambia came into play. So, us, being very generous, we've done a lot of things in Brufut and other communities. We thought, because after we finished the rehabilitation of Brufut Lower Basic School, we were building like 10 classroom blocks. We thought we just want to leave Brufut and shift our attention to another community. But then this market thing came, and then we had to just do it, because at the end of the day, if the trend continues, the market, when something happens, it can affect our mothers and other people that access the market. So that's how we actually got into this. So our first action was to do a feasibility study, which was done within ourselves. And then, of course, the Alcalo was involved, the VDC was involved. And after the feasibility studies, we did a project plan which was presented to the VDC and the Alcalo at our office in Brufut. And they all welcomed the idea. We told them how much money is involved, what other things are involved to ensure the project will be a success. So what we did was, like, we did a projection, and we realized the area council are the duty bearers of the market. Well, they're even supposed to build it, but unfortunately, like Madam Bojang said, we cannot leave everything to the government. We are government ourselves, so we took it upon ourselves to pay a courtesy call to the area council, and then presented the plan to them. And fortunately, they welcomed the idea with open hands, although the process took longer, but we expected that, because there was no money readily available to just reconstruct the food market. But we knew from the Area Council Act that the duties collected from communities, 60% should remain. And in the past, I'm sure Area Council have done amazing things in communities, in our community as well. But we thought, okay, this one, we are not letting them go. So that's why we presented the project to them, and our projection, they're supposed to contribute 27% of the cost of the construction. Luckily, our partners in Holland, because Casa Gambia is actually registered here in the Gambia, and of course in Holland, we have our sister foundation there, and we deal with organizations in Holland that actually co-finance our projects. So fortunately, after we completed the Brufut rehabilitation at the school, this organization, every project we do, they will ensure to come and see what exactly we have done, because we will send them our audit report or financial report. They'll want to see whether that actually corresponds to how much money they've given or how much money was spent. So when they came, we paid a visit to the school, and on our way back, we actually showed them the market. And, you know, like some of them were like in tears. They were asking, you know, how. But then, at the end of the day, I will not dwell into that, but then even one of the project coordinators took a photo of my own grandmother's table, and she still has it on her status. This was 2 years ago, on her WhatsApp DP, display photo. And she's very excited that today we are going to sign this project. She's gone on a maternity leave 2 days ago. She's pregnant, she's getting a baby in 2 weeks or something. But then she said, you know, I should say thank you to everybody. And then, okay, basically these are our partners, and they're going to contribute. Every project we registered with them, they will give us a premium of 33%. So our foundation registered in the south of Holland will also give us another 33% of the cost. That's why we're able to, you know, source all the rest of the money, not just including the 27%, because after we did our projection, we realized that when all funds are collected, area council's contribution only is 27%. Of course, our brothers in the diaspora will also contribute $10,000. That will be around $500,000. So at the end of the day, everything should be able to, you know, do the trick. But then now that this project was done 2 years ago, the projection was done, I think basic commodities and building materials have gone up a bit. But then that is not an excuse. This is a task we took for ourselves. We will ensure that we knock all the doors to ensure that all the funds are met. Of course, after this signing ceremony, we are going to write to our partners, because our agreement was they will only disburse funds to us once the funds locally are sourced. So that's why I've been putting so much pressure on Jonga and his council to disburse funds to our account, so that we're able to send that statement to them in Holland to actually start disbursing those funds. So the funds are going to be disbursed in 3 different legs. Every leg will be 50,000 euros. So, but then another thing we have to do now that basic commodities have increased, so we are going to get them to increase their percentage and see whether, you know, they will be able to help with that. But another issue we are going to have is the relocation of the market. We had a series of meetings with the Alcalo, with the area, with the councillor, and of course VDC, regarding relocation of the market, because as of today, there is no land available to build the market. So as per our plan, we are going to put down the old market and build a new one. But doing that, we need to relocate the women, because we cannot tell them to stay at home and wait for the project to complete, because it might take several months. So we have identified a few places to relocate the market. We will need manpower from the community, from the area council, and of course, it might incur cost as well. So this is something that we need to discuss behind closed doors, probably after the signing ceremony, before we can kickstart the project. But then, before much ado, I was already late to arrive, and then the time, I'm talking too much and taking a lot of times. But then I did want to say thank you to everybody that took their time, and thank you to the media as well. Our collaborators, Area Council, thank you. It was late, but it is never too late. It took a lot of time, but then today we're here, we're all rejoicing. Please extend our thanks to the chairman for, you know, standing by us. Hopefully, in the next couple of months, we will be able to call you in Brufut for the probably next couple of weeks for the block laying, and the next couple of months for the handing over of the market to the Brikama Area Council. Of course, I did want to go through the MOU, but then I think most of the stakeholders are a party to the MOU. We know what actually is in the MOU, so we do not need to go in there. But if the media is interested, we can. I think they have a copy. You can just print a copy to the media, so that they know what actually is going to happen. We are very transparent, and then we are going to ensure that every Brufut that has been spent on the project is going to be available to all stakeholders to know that, okay, this is what we are here for. And then the other part of the money, area council actually we round it up to 2 million, but it's not up to 2 million. 27% is about 1.9 something. So we hope that money will come. That wouldn't take forever to arrive as well. we hope that will come in due course, so that Suleiman, so yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Call on Mr. Sidou Kunta to lead us in a Muslim prayer. Mr. Kunta? So on that note, I want to thank each and everyone for your presence and also in observing some of the dignitaries within our midst in the passing of Mr. Mahmoudou Ba from the our line ministry. There's the Ministry of Local Government and Land, the Honorable Chief of Combo Note here in our midst, the Vice Chairman of Brikama Area Council, and the Honorable Councillors, the media fraternity, and all other respected, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brikama Area Council. On that note, I now wish to call on the Chief Executive Officer to give a welcoming and overview of the interventions. Mr. Modu Jonga.
I want to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Deputy Vice Chairman and Honorable Ward Councillors here present. I also want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Mahmoudou Ba, representing the Director of Good Governance of the Ministry of Lands and Regional Government. I want to acknowledge the presence of the Paramount Chief of Combo North in our midst. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the Alcalde of Brufut and his entire delegation. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the chairperson of the Community Action Support Association, the representatives from the Brikama Nema Kabilo Association. Of course, I want to acknowledge the presence of the Director of Planning and Development and senior staff of the council here present, and of course the press. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to deliver the welcoming remarks on behalf of the Honorable Chairman, who could not be here with us this morning due to an equally important engagement in State House. Once again, we are excited to gather here this morning to present checks in the sum of $1,950,000 towards the implementation of two important demand-driven projects in Brufut, Combo North, and Brikama Neighbor Kabilo in Combo Central. These projects are the reconstruction of a standard market for the community of Brufut and a street light component under the Brikama Nema Revitalization Project. Our counterpart contribution for the Brufut market amounts to the sum of $2 million. This represents 27% of the project cost. And today we will present the sum of $1.5 million with an outstanding balance of $500,000 to be paid in due course. The construction of a standard market in Brufut, which is one of the fastest growing communities in the region, is indeed timely and important in different aspects. The 450,000 checks for Brikama Nema is part of our final counterpart contribution to the streetlight component of the NEMA revitalization project. Our first counterpart contribution was paid in the second quarter of last year of the same amount, which was $450,000. In total, we have contributed the sum of $900,000 for the provision of 120 solar streetlights. Out of the 200 streetlights, the community has provided 80 streetlights as part of the streetlight component. It is our expectation that our intervention in NEMA will elevate the standard of living in the community by increasing the level of public safety and security through the provision of the streetlights. I want to commend the Community Action Support Association, Casa Gambia, for engaging and mobilizing stakeholders in the country and outside for the reconstruction of the Brufut Central Market. We are truly grateful for the partnership and support from the beginning, and we look forward to the continuation of this collaboration and also for a reclipper for similar interventions in other growth centers in the region in the coming years. Equally, we would like to commend the Brikama NEMA Diaspora and the Brikama NEMA Kabilo Development Association for the foresight in coming up with a magnificent vision to transform Brikama NEMA into a model neighborhood with a superior urban design that meets the need of all residents by 2025. In conclusion, I want to use this opportunity to echo our deep concern over the ongoing crisis in the Fonies. And we want to demand for the immediate end of hostilities because it is affecting women and children who are leaving their communities and moving to the interior part of the Fonies. On that note, I want to thank you all for your kind attention.
I now call on the chairperson, Casa Gambia, to give a remark.
I did like to welcome you all to this very important event. I did want to welcome the Paramount Chief of West Coast Region. Thank you for attending. Of course, my able CEO, Mr. Jonga, Councillor Suleiman, of course, members of the Brikama Area Council, members of the NEKDA Association, Brufut VDC, market vendors, of course, my colleagues from Casa Gambia. Thank you all for taking the time to be part of this very important event. Of course, it has been like a long conversation between Casa Gambia and, of course, the Brikama Area Council. This project proposal, or the project plan, was written some 2 years ago, but this was necessitated by the issue that happened some over 2 years ago. That was Occupy Brikama Area Council, when some youth took it upon themselves to occupy the area council for the issues that their communities are facing. So there was a video that emerged on social media, a recording of the dilapidated structure of Brufut Central Market, and then like some partners from the diaspora called Friends of Brufut in Seattle actually saw the video, and it was very disturbing. So they contacted us from Casa Gambia that, this situation of the Brufut market does not fit for purpose. So they actually asked us to intervene, and being Casa Gambia, we thought it wise to, of course, look at the issue of the market. Did a feasibility plan in consultation with the Brufut BDC and, of course, the Alcalo to ensure that the structure of the market or the facility is being changed. So that's when we actually involved the area council after the project plan was done. And it took some time. At first we thought it was going to be like a walk in the park, like an easy one. We were just going to get the money from area council. but it took some time. Of course, it's worth the wait. We understand area council also have challenges, so that's why we were patient until this time. Of course, it is important to note that area council is the duty bearer for all markets within the West Coast region. But then of course, we do not just want to fold our hands and wait for area council to come and develop or build a market for us. So us as young people in the country, and of course residents of Brufut took it upon ourselves to take this initiative to ensure that there is a market that is fit for purpose for our mothers, our sisters, our aunties, our uncles, our fathers, to have a place they can sell their goods and of course their vegetables and all that. So area council actually contribution of 27%, which will amount to 1,950,000, which rounded to $2 million, actually constitute 27% of the entire budget. So the other sum of money will actually come from the Brufut diaspora. Of course, a segment of them is the Friends of Brufut in Seattle in America. And of course, our able partners in Holland, they're called Wilde Gansa. Wilde Gansa have been partnering with us for the past 4 years. We've done a lot of very important projects with them. And when they saw the photos of the market, and of course the video shared with them, they were very touched and thought this is something we can intervene in. Fortunately, this project or those videos were used as a campaign or as a marketing tool to be able to source all the money we needed to rebuild the entire market. So there was a program on Dutch TV. This was last year, I think somewhere middle of last year. And then the program actually took attention of a lot of NGOs and of course a lot of individuals in Holland that actually contributed a staggering 10,000 euros to the project. That was within a day when the advert was done on Dutch TV. And then here we are again, Brikama Area Council, Brikama Area Council, doing what they can for the entire West Coast region. We've seen the amazing work they've been doing for Brufut and other communities. We've seen them dispatch or dispose checks to different communities to oversee different projects that, that they promised to do. So Area Council actually accepted our call, and then here we are today to grace this very important event to sign a check of $1.5 million. Of course, an MOU of $1.5 million, and the rest of the money will be paid. So how this is going to be, basically once this part of the MOU is completed, which was signed today, our Dutch partners will also contribute, I'll say 66% of the entire funds that needed to be used to complete the entire market project. So all in all, we would say that this event, which are kind of a start of the entire rebuilding of the market project. I know it might not start just tomorrow, because we have some other logistical things to do. But then of course, work starts from today, and we can assure the Brikama Area Council, of course, the councillor, the Brufut VDC, the women vendors, as we can assure you that the money that is being sourced for this project is in safe hands. We at Casa Gambia are very transparent. I'm not sure if any of you has been following us on Facebook, on Instagram, and other social media sites. We have been very transparent with whatever activities we've been doing. We've also involved our stakeholders in whatever we are doing. So you can keep track of all the developments, all the things we'll be doing for this entire project. And the area council, you can be assured that, you know, the money disbursed today will be useful to definitely rebuild the entire market. I know prices of basic commodities have increased because this projection was done some 2 years ago. But then, because we took the commitment to ensure that this project is completed and there is a fully fledged market for Brufut, we will ensure to knock all the doors to ensure that the project is completed in due course. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, you know, we will invite all of you again to Brufut for the block laying or foundation laying, and then hopefully in the next couple of months, we will invite you for the handing over of the market building. Before much ado, I did want to say thank you to everybody that took their time to be part of this very important event. Special thanks goes to my brother, Modi Jonga. Jonga has been an amazing guy. I've been, you know, stalking him from day one. You know, I've been sending him messages at night, in the morning, in the afternoon. At some point, you know, my colleagues were even thinking I wasn't doing much effort to get cancelled because there were so much rumors around, you know, why the area council did not give money to us. But then I trusted in Jonga and his team that the funds that they promised or the commitment that they make, they were going to fulfill this out of their bargain. And today manifested that. So thank you very much for answering to our call. And thank you for supporting the Brufut community. Hopefully, we will not let you down. Hopefully, within the next couple of months, you know, we will have a brand new market whereby, you know, the environment will be conducive for our mothers, or uncles, or sisters, or aunties to sell their vegetables and fish and whatsoever everyone is selling there. Okay, and then, of course, to the chairman. I know we've not seen the chairman that much. Chairman has been very busy. Most of the meetings was with Jonga, but then we did also want to thank him for his leadership. Without him, you know, we wouldn't be where we are today. And of course, our able VDC, they stand with us from the day we invited them to the presentation of this project. They've been really good. They've been very supportive. Thank you all. Of course, our able Alcalo has been very helpful as well. He has an open door policy. We can always call or walk to his compound anytime we needed support or anytime we needed him to be part of an event. So he's been very supportive. Our Bulunda as well. I know Bafa Abrahama is very old, but he still finds time to attend our meetings. Thank you very much, Pa. We hope to see you all when the market project is completed. Thank you all for your time. God bless you.
I now call on the Honorable Chief of Combo North and equally the Paramount Chief of the Gambia. Honorable Chief.
Assalamu alaikum. Jamaatul Muslimin. Good morning. To you all. I will first of all thank the Almighty God who initiated this and approved it for us. And I will thank my Alcalo and his executive members called Kabila Alfal. I thank the Brufut, BDC, and any person who may supported this occasion to be grown up. I thank the area council CEO and his staff for proposal of this project. And I thank the area council, the councillors all, for their participation in this project. And I will quote us, and I will thank the Brufut diasporas. And then I will come with the John F. Kennedy, what he said. You should say, what can I do for my country? Or what can I do for my village? What can I do for my people? Not your people, what they should do for you. So Brufut diaspora, what they do, I am thanking the Almighty God, thanking them for their effort. The contractor says, Ms. Casa, the chairman, he promised us. So while we are standing right now, myself with the Brufut people, we have nothing only to thank Almighty God and His Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, for this occasion to start in our present. So I thank you all. Me personally, if I'm going to be proud of it, I would say during my tenure in the office, Brufut Market was built. I thank you all. Thank you. I'm back for a Monday account. Bao mobile bejawal malo salon. Nyemukule temi alon ala tentu balam kala tentu ala nemo men ayake ntoliye and name Brufut called bay. So na ala tentu nsana molu jayi meni ya kuolike wolom jamalti wolom era council la staff all Mr. CEO and then council all be many participate in kuoko. Brufut alfalu unity nyantala nal keta kankilente drong ali fongo fenyen ala bula badela la alunga ke kilenti na nyomu mutanu dunia lom jant jang nata jallonta ya mbesela ba ku sababu je mbode lal ay mina fo jang ay mina ka jang ay mina tu jang dat wo betal raja so ala baraka no ku moti nyafana alhebatu so
assalamu alaikum to the paramount chief, my father, uncle, and my present father, the Alcalo of Brufut, Malamin. Assalamu alaikum, Bal Kontona. Greetings extended to the CEO and Mr. Mahmoud, so councillors present, staff, and everyone present in the gathering. On behalf of the NECA, Brikama Nema Kabilo Association, we would like to thank the Brikama Area Council for immensely contributing towards a very important and a very vital role towards a street light project that has been proposed by the Kabilo, and we approached the area council with the dynamic leadership of Momodu Jonga. Thanks to Allah, we were able to have contributions from the area council to make sure that the projects are implemented, and thanks to God, it has been done. The area council have contributed last year, like the CEO said. In the first quarter, they gave us 450,000, and today also, they are giving us another 450,000. we are saying a big thanks to Jonga and his staff. And I would like to thank the council once again on behalf of the NEGA, both home and away, that we are very grateful to the contribution that the council have done for us. And we promise that we will be making good use of the lights, replacement of those that are not working, and maintenance of any other one that has a problem. And once again, I would thank the chairman, the CEO, and everybody present here, that the NEGA, we are very grateful to the area council. Thank you.
I now call on the Honorable Councillor of Brufut Ward, Honorable Suleiman Kinte, to briefly give a remark.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. The chairman Brikama Area Council, the CEO of Brikama Area Council, the Minister of Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs, the Governor West Coast Region, the Paramount Chief of Combo North, the Director of Planning, the Director of Finance, Brikama Area Council, the Director of Planning and her team members, the Director of Purchasing and his team members, my fellow honorable councillors, the Brufut Development Committee, the Chairman of Casa Gambia, the Alcalde of Brufut, the Chairman of Brufut Village Development Committee and his team members, the President of Brufut Market Women Vendors, the press, and the ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. It gives me a great honor to stand before you for the presentation of check amounting to $1,500,000 and the signing ceremony of Memorandum of Understanding between Brikama Area Council and Community Action Support Association Casa Gambia for the building of Brufut Central Market. Brufut Market was built during the colonial period. With the intervention of Casa Gambia, the market will now turn into a model market with garage beside it, shops and curtain. Casa Gambia is an association who are giving tremendous help to their people at Brufut. Among them, they have done floor tile with all the classrooms at Brufut Lower Basic School, building 10 classrooms with collaboration with MRC Holland, just to name but a few. On that note, I want to extend a special advice to the Alcalde of Brufut, with councillors, elders, the chairman, Brufut Development Committee with all his members, the chairwoman of Brufut Market with vendors, the youth of Brufut, to give full support to Casa Gambia and their members with their contractor who is going to construct the market to complete it without any difficulties. And also the people of Brufut market vendors to pay your tax without delay, so that others' work can benefit as we are having today. Finally, I can't end my speech without sending special thanks to the following people: the chairman of Brikama Area Council, Honorable Silfo Sonko, the chief executive officer Alhaji Momodu Jonka, the members of Brufut. No, I give a title to him today. I have to give that title to him. He's an Alhaji. The members of Brufut World Development Committee, the chairman of Casa Gambia, Mr. Ibrahim Jata, and all his members, the Alcalde of Brufut, Alhaji Malami Kajor Bomane, the chairman of Brufut Village Development Committee, former councillor, Honorable Fatou, the market woman of Brufut Market Vendors, Ajay Nyuma Mane. These are the people who are having constant meeting to achieve this project. I wish each and every one of you long life, happiness, and prosperity. May Almighty Allah give us long life to witness the foundation lone stone and inauguration of this market. Once again, I thank you very much for your kind attention. Allah barakabak. Thank you.
To that end, I now call on the Alcalde of Brufut, and that will be followed suit by the vote of thank remarks from by one of the vendors. Then we'll retire for the observation or the inspection of the architectural designs of the market. Alkali.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Mose alatantu mi yeda. Nsekila jayi mi ye londi alala. Mbenna ala be kontona. Mbenna governor kontona West Coast region. Mbe CEO kontona area council. Mbe kiamano kontona area council. Mbe sefo kontona min nata bula nokan ko anda banko kan nyunko be ke kan wa. Mbe Casa Gambia mbe kontonna ike barola ike kola ma fala ko ala barka bak kono be tentula be duale be fandinke akono fandinke lam fandinke kafolam fo ise bula kono be bula kono kairola isa akumpa kairo fandinke oto Casa Gambia ala barka bak ayakat be ingrano min to tan be area council la granoto bari do komi en futandi yang sababu mu Casa Gambia to Ibrahima inira molo ala barka ba mbe diamo ti jamfala ba ka kalu ya kenne ma be fole ndol min labanda ndol be 50 dollars kala ba dandiro bembul siyo bi mbe min fole mbe min dile la isem ma koy bi ikafa Brikama area council ba bi Brufut area council la bi birim fano kata fo janna albe jila Brufut la bi oto bi nga commande Brufut area council oto bi Brikama wat min be lampudu dala e c'est la title ke ko ya lampo de data lampo mi asoto Brufut area council la amma soto Brikama area council de Brufut area council lam oto ala baraka baake mbe tenturo ka mbe jayro kala marché nyimmi mba ko kono de tonya ay Brufut sola baake colonial days marché lam woni bitemo kata jamal le kata nyaton ka kende jamal le soto kata la bal Brufut kono bare ala man ko min la nyini ate kala oto ngatandi ko ala lañino kata sañinote oto to fansi ala tento ala lañino kata tolmin jamano nyala nje ala tentu nje tentro murundi molkan ni min ka yanta fi bari nyaton ko min be tamita Brufut marché to e kata bak ye pour saje ko ayke bari thank God akata bi akata mbela harje ko oto okola tentro ni jairo nja murundi kafo be kan mini be bulo be nyum ko kono fo ala se de maro ke ngani yomi minti isa fute e nyama na jiko suto Brikama area council na jiko suto Casa Gambia albe tarra no kan wuste kan tete fo ngani hame nyami asalono anyama darin ku ko abena ala nyalam kodo mira tale atofoto tale la nyalla fomi atna adunta bloko uta ajita ke damin fanan hanimbi o kore kilun se soto ka bulano kan fo ngaji ko agenta kere damin ay ka nyama ala baraka ba thank you
baraka bake alkalba kumol sa hayata e nyinyata hale bi kal kalam tandiku albe Brufut area council saying lido sutiata tongola c'est musu killing commandé kabonang Brufut musul kono mini alon ke be wafiro la marché nyunto isina vote of thank di wolong tenturo ni jeiro kalimodi ni wo bataje sinata bungo nyina design o nyin ka inspect do kula betal la je mi yada ka explain mo le avec la nyadi le mo moy nyin ka soto isa nyin ka no. Can we have one woman or a woman to give a vote of thanks?
Assalamu alaikum. Brikama kon bal konton nabi. katu bi alba kontane remba kele ba le Brufut ko le jam o kontano wa kumal to bi yo alhamdulillah rabbil alamin alhamdulillah rabbil alamin alhamdulillah rabbil alamin ha bi o kay fo sewo anin kontano mala min mbali be kontonna mayre ya kan sulla nya ton kol kontonna mba Brufut fanan ke ba min benno kan be kontonna Ibrahima Ndiaye ni la day forum ko mbali be kontonna aliya kata alma alayali jo katu ngin kumo metale bara ala ko bila abakela yo wokumo olombiti bara mbali tentula mbali jayila alhamdulillah rabbil alamin mbali tentula Brufut ko musol mu mebe Brufut muso be meta nyin kumbola le bin tolma wulumba kumbola fontol fana wuluta ba kumbola bi alhamdulillah ala yako be sonen mbabe tentula mbali jayila ntolu kay fosse on ta fem fono la katu ninga fo ba ka bin satinya katu nyin kumo be nyeda min to luolu mol kan ko al ko marse abakela ko ala ando albe sida abakela nadia tale bi ala yake fo bi mbenta o be moto ko ma ko do soto le marse ba lol bi ninga kumo fo ba ka ninga siande ba ka mbatinya lan mbali be ko to na ko do bota dami abota symbole mbala ala kan e be nas ala kan malu nyoy ala nin kila hormon ala man sutura ala man tankala ala nin kila hormon mbali be tentula mbali jayila Ibrahima anni alla ka fo mol be mbali tentula mbali jayila bi kay ntol ta fem fo no la bi anni tarabi nin tata hanni man konto masima ako se orta pulo konto Brikama ko bi hanni manda hanal manda samo dinna bi an man konto dinna akontano fon la warta mbulo kono bi ka to marché ko be nye damin to ala waya lonne barabutu alhamdulillah rabbil alamin ala ya ko be sonen yo mbali tentula mbali jayila ala baraka yo
belongo e di kuwe bare be fomande Brufut mero ka kontanta saimbe minkela se be programo nyin kunya la bangala to janda be kala bandulati science ta tanto koto bodo fela lorinje marché mi yalong ahameta pour kalo Brufut ya dro wala plano be tampurin janatande sita ngajibe momo e kuma soto je safono je nim pareta wala damma rek dawani be kola wolto when we reach to this stage I once again want to extend my sincere gratitude and special thanks to each and everyone. The check presentation will begin with Negda to be received by the Honorable Councillor of Brikama, Nyambai Ward, and this will be presented to him by Mr. Mahmoud Ba from the Ministry. Mr. Ba and Honorable Nyasi.
Agada.
Mbijan aganya.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyinji.
Okay. Korsan. Nsila ID soto.
Sa soto. Sorry. Agada.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariaka.
Mbale.
Mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere. Birim koyna fo katon.
Bari si kodo kino katon nim fo bolong blabe to.
56 branches mola soto Gambia jang.
Ha?
Gambia kono anin Gambia bantala bankol. Nko kodo kiya bere to. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. jannom number 1 ti nyonta andum fana nata another enterprise sotale wala nyindi ko domorol fana ko fana be firale le dadi ma ni domorol ni fana beteat Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je
wo moyo diat
apelen da
ni wo ka ni na lafta nyelen kendol e binaji
yalo bu kanila ko la baraka ba
yalo ndel ciosano lo
baraka